Hey guys, what's up? I'm back once again for another list video. Only this time I'm not going to be doing a list of my of a lot of movies that I enjoy watching. Instead, I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be talking about my top 20 favorite rock concert and music DVDs. And these are just DVDs that I watch whenever I'm in the mood to watch a great concert from an awesome band. I'm pretty diverse when it comes to music. I love everything from classic rock to heavy metal, to rap, to just all kinds of music, so my collection of concert DVDs are going to be a bit diverse. I'm not going to be talking about any concert films. I'm just going to be talking about full concert DVDs. Like films like Led Zeppelin, The Song Remains the Same. I love that movie, but I don't consider it a full concert. I consider it a concert/movie, so I will not be including that in this series. This is just going to be full live concerts from beginning to end, all the way through DVD. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with a classic rock band. This is probably one of the best rock and roll bands in the world, one of the most influential ones, and this concert is amazing. And it is ACDC live at Donington. This is the legendary performance of them performing in Donington Park, England at the Monsters of Rock Festival in 1991. This is an amazing show. I forget how many people they performed in front of, but it is just an awesome crowd and an amazing show. And there's some stuff. They perform all of my favorite songs, like You Shook Me All Night Long, which is my favorite AC/DC song. Of course, Back in Black, The Jack is another amazing one. It's such a great concert, and definitely, if you're an AC/DC fan, then you must own this DVD. I'm sure most people already do, but this is a definite must-have. One of the biggest rock and roll concerts, and one of the best rock documents, in my opinion, right there, AC/DC. Now, the next one, this is probably my second or third favorite band of all time, and it's Van Halen Live, Right Here, Right Now. Again, another amazing concert, and they perform a lot of really good stuff. They perform, of course, Panama, Jump, which is my favorite one, Finish What You Started, When It's Love. Just a really great concert right here. I'm going to open it up. Yeah, there's a shot of the whole band. Of course, there's Sammy Hagar. This was recorded in 1992, I think. And so this was back when Sammy Hagar, which I know a lot of people, they don't like Sammy Hagar. I actually do like him. I think that he seems to be less full of himself than David Roth is. I love them both, but I just think that Sammy Hagar just seems like a guy that you just want to hang out with, But yeah, really great concert. Another song that they play is When Eagles Fly, which is actually one of my favorite songs that Sammy Hagar did, which I think is an underrated song in my opinion. Now the next one, this is my dad's favorite band, and like I said, I love them. This is the Rush Replay x3 box set, and what I'm talking about is the third one in here. It's called A Show of Hands. This was actually one of the first rock concerts I ever saw. My dad, when I was really young, I used to love watching drummers. I'm a drummer, so I used to love watching drummers, play. And so my dad made me a videotape of just all different drum solos. There was like Matt Sorum, Buddy Rich, just all the biggest ones, Alex Van Halen. And there was one video in here that had Rush performing at the home video of A Show of Hands, which I'm not going to take it out of the box set, but there's a shot of the Show of Hands disc 3, and it showed Neil Peart performing, and Neil Peart from that point on is my favorite rock and roll drummer of all time. I think he is the greatest rock and roll drummer, right next to John Bonham. I think that if John Bonham was still alive today, I think John Bonham would still rank number 1, but now that he's gone, I believe that Neil Peart is probably the best rock and roll drummer right now. But yeah, and Show of Hands was amazing, and I love Rush. I love all their stuff. Of course, Tom Sawyer is amazing. YYZ, La Villa Strangiato, and they're going Closer to the Heart, The Spirit of Radio, just so many subdivisions, just so many amazing so many amazing songs. I actually got a chance to see Rush on their Time Machine tour. They performed in Greensboro, North Carolina, which is really close to where I was, and it blew my mind. It was the best rock and roll show I've ever seen. So yeah, Rush, A Show of Hands is another amazing one. Another one I would talk about would probably be the Exit Stage Left show, which was recorded right after Moving Pictures came out during their 1981 tour. So yeah, that's a really so yeah, but definitely if you're a fan of Rush, and this is a really great DVD set to pick up. I'm gonna start going a little bit faster because my time is running out. The next one is Journey, live in Houston, 1981. Legendary, Journey, the classic lineup with Steve Perry and the original thing. This was recorded right after the Escape tour came around. I mean, the Escape album was released, so of course everybody knows that that's one of the greatest albums of all time. And they play all the best songs. Don't Stop Believin', Any Way You Want It, Wheel in the Sky. Just really great one. There's also some awesome drum and guitar solos in this. So yeah, this is really a good, really great show. It's a great rock document of the band when they first got like huge and they were #1 all across the world. So really good one. I have seen a few of their newer DVDs with the new lead singer, and I honestly like the guy. I mean, I think that he's a pretty good singer. He's nothing compared to Steve Perry, but I still think he's good. Alright, now we're going to move into more heavier stuff now. This is probably one of the heaviest bands I can think of, and it's the Slipknot Sickness DVD of the band performing live at Download, which I'm a huge Slipknot fan. Probably they were one of the first major, like, really heavy bands that I heard, and I think Wait and Bleed was probably the first song I heard by them, and then I heard other stuff like Spit It Out, Before I Forget, which is my favorite one. But yeah, just all the other ones. The Slipknot is great. Surfacing, but so many of them. This was actually released like right after Paul Gray died, and it's a really great document. Live at Download, 80,000 people, really good one. Next one is a rap rock group, and it's Hollywood Undead. This is their Desperate Measures DVD of them performing at 2 shows. I think one's in Albuquerque and one's somewhere else. But yeah, I really like Hollywood Undead. They're probably my favorite rap rock group, right behind Insane Clown Posse. But they play all their good stuff. Everywhere I Go, Young, really good show right here. If you're a Hollywood Undead fan, I'd recommend this. This came out in 2009, which was right after their first album, Swan Songs. Back to some more classic right here, Def Leppard. This is a double feature DVD, and the one I'm talking about is In the Round and In Your Face, which is a really awesome concert. There's the cellist right there. They perform all, of course, their good stuff like, Photograph, which is one of my favorite rock and roll songs of all time. Pour Some Sugar on Me, Rock of Ages, just Hysteria, Stage Fright. Really awesome concert right here. Really good one. Definitely recommend picking this one up. Def Leppard. Up next is some more heavier stuff. This is All That Remains Live. This was recorded in 2006 during their Fall of Ideals tour, and they play pretty much all their best stuff, like Six, which, if you're a fan of Guitar Hero, you know that song. Become the Catalyst, Not Alone. This Calling, which is probably one of my favorite ones. This is a really great concert DVD, and it also has lots of good interviews and yeah, just things. Video of the fans, really good one. If you're a fan of All That Remains, I definitely recommend picking this one up. Up next, this is a band that I remember. I didn't listen to the band a lot when I was younger, but I did listen to one particular song that is one of my favorite ones. The song is called Blurry, and it's from the band Puddle of Mudd. This is Striking That Familiar Chord DVD, which has been performing, I forget where they're performing at, the Key Club. That's where they're performing at in Hollywood. And this is a really great concert. Like, of course, they play the song Blurry, which is one of my favorite songs of all time. She Hates Me, Control, Out of My Head. Just lots of really great songs. And there's also a very short acoustic set in it as well. So yeah, really great band. Underrated band in my opinion. But yeah, Puddle of Mudd, DVD Striking That Familiar Chord. Really good one. And the last one I'm going to show off in this video is Killswitch Engage, Set This World Ablaze. I'm a huge Killswitch Engage fan, and this DVD, it has 2 stuff on it. It has a documentary on it, and it has a full live show of them performing wherever they're from. I can't remember, but this is But the show is amazing. It was recorded right after the End of Heartache came out, which is an amazing album. And of course they performed the End of Heartache, My Last Serenade, When Darkness Falls. Just so many great songs that they've had. This is one of my favorite, really heavy metal bands. I really like Killswitch Engage. There's also a really awesome documentary on here, which basically takes you throughout the entire story of Killswitch Engage. You know, there's interviews with the band. There's interviews with just like everybody that is on Killswitch Engage. Sorry, I'm sweating, but yeah, this is a really great DVD. It was released in 2003, so it's fairly old now, but it's still a really awesome DVD to pick up. Set This World Ablaze. So anyway, guys, that was part 1 of my top 20 favorite rock concert DVDs. I know I sped through these kind of fast, but my camera is about to die. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed showing off all these me showing off all these concerts. If anybody wants to know any more about what kind of bands I enjoy, or you know what kind of music that I listen to, then let me know. I'd love to start a music conversation. And if anybody wants to know anything about me playing drums, I have a Vandalism musician profile, which I'll link to the bottom of this video if I can, and I'm gonna list all the DVDs I show off because I know I sped through this kind of fast. I didn't want to do a really long video, but anyway, guys, that is it for my my first part of my top 20 favorite concert and music DVDs. Hope everybody enjoys it, and I'll see you guys later.